Thanks, Logan, for having me on. It's my privilege to be here. My first time in front of this group, and I see there's 34 people out there, so I really appreciate the opportunity to meet you people and let you learn a little bit about me. And I'm learning a lot about you, listening to you people speak. I didn't quite know what to expect when I signed up for this, so my presentation is going to be a little different. Um, but this is going to be my first presentation of a series. So as I grow with you and continue with the Pitch-A-Thon, I will be able to fill in more details as we go. So what I plan to do is I didn't bring any slides or presentation with me, but I want to talk to you so you know a little bit about the background of the people. So I have two questions for everyone to think about if this applies to you. If you have money invested now, number one question is, do you know who you're invested with? Do you know the general partner? Do you know those people's background? How did they grow up? What did they do? What's their experience level? Are they going to take care of your money? If we go into hard times in the economy, are they going to be able to deal with that, with the investor's money, your money involved? So that's the first question you want to think about, that where's your money at today and who's watching it? Number two, why do we do all this? Why do we look at these great presentations with these properties? We're all trying to get somewhere, and that's retirement. We want to get where we can live comfortable at a retirement age, but we don't know quite the pathway possibly on how to get there. We need a plan. We need to know how much money you need, and we need to know what age you want to retire so that you can live. And then finally, do you have passive income that will pay you during retirement so you don't run out of money? All these things are important. That's question number two. So let's dig in and go back to number one. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company I represent. I raise capital for the Commercial Investors Group Alpha Div Real Estate Fund. And I want to tell you a little bit about the general partner because people are important. The general partner was a boy growing up in a family that was strapped for cash, and he learned to save his money. While all his friends were buying ice cream and candy bars, he was saving his money. And his mother worked nights, weekends, very stressed out, always strapped for money, a lot of stress around the house. He decided, a young man, that he didn't want to grow up that way. He wanted to do something better for himself. So he was smart. He got well educated. He studied a lot. And in high school, he graduated with honors. Went on to the University of Minnesota, and he graduated with honors again. And during his time there, he bought a commercial apartment complex because all his friends needed to rent and have a place to stay while they're studying. So he supported himself and his college with his apartment complex that he rented out to his friends, and then he sold it. He started the College Pro entrepreneurship business to also supplement his income while going to college. Then he graduated with a 4.0, and he moved on to the Carlson School of Management, very prestigious school up in Minnesota. And he did a double major in finance and entrepreneurship and graduated with a 4.0. And he came out and he started his plan. He said, I know how many kids I'm going to have. I know when I'm going to have them. I have an idea of the kind of a woman I want to marry, and I know how much money I'm going to make, and I know that I'm going to retire early. Not many people I met had that kind of plan. I kind of did, but not like this guy. And so about 10 or 12 years, he invested in residential real estate. He started out saying, oh, I got to be a real estate agent. So he did that so he could buy the houses. Then he became a contractor so that he could fix up the houses and do value add. And then he flipped them. And then he married his wife, who was a title closing person who eventually owns the title company to do all the closing paperwork. So there he had the opportunity to be a real estate agent. He became a mortgage loan officer to sell you your mortgage. Then he did the construction work on your house. So he built his business up, and he rehabbed about 1,000 houses. And after 10 or 12 years of doing that, he noticed that, all these residential people, I have to work nighttime and weekend, where all my buddies that are in the commercial business with their properties, they're working 8 to 5. In the nighttime, they're on their boat. They're out with their family, and I'm working. I got to make a change. So he started working with commercial real estate about 20 years ago. He began flipping properties, rehabbing properties. He learned the business. And he found out in commercial, you have to understand how to value a property, a lot different than residential where you use comps. And he found out that no one in commercial would really have a playbook of how to do that. They keep their information tight to their vest compared to residential. So he did a podcast and he got important people in that know how to do commercial, and they gave him some secrets. He learned more and wrote a book. It's a 413-page long book, which I have right behind me back here, Commercial Real Estate Investing. It's an Amazon bestseller. So this guy is extremely qualified and has moved on now and created an Alpha Div capital raising fund and has a fund of commercial real estate assets that's growing and returning about 24.36% IRR, doing well. So how do I know that much about this guy? And my original question is, do you know who has your money? I vetted this guy. And I know he has good moral character. And the reason I know that is because he's my son. His name is Mike Sowers, and he's the general partner of the Commercial Real Estate Investors Group company up there in Minnesota. So I don't know how much time I got left, but I don't have a lot of time to talk about the company right now. But I wanted you to think about where your money is now. And if you're going to plan for retirement, you need to have a plan. This fund is designed to carry and create wealth for people and also to give them passive income during retirement. It's the real deal. As you're approaching retirement, this could be a good part of the plan for, I think, a lot of people in here. And I think Catherine said earlier, diversify. You have single asset investing. I've done those personally. I have multi-family apartments in my own portfolio. But this is a fund where you have a lot of properties in the fund. So if one goes bad, and there's always something that goes wrong, you're diversified over a wide range of properties in this commercial real estate fund. Warehouse with retail, commercial, multifamily, and other properties that are in a diversified class. And then you're diversified again with the kind of tenants. You have all different kind of tenants that are in the fund too. So you can withstand the hard times and the good times. And commercial real estate tends to be stable, reliable, durable income. It's a good place to put money. This particular fund answers both questions. You have extremely good talent with a GP. You got a good business plan with a diversification, and you have a retirement plan with passive income. I think that's probably wrapping up my time here. I appreciate your attention. It's my privilege to be with you all, and I look forward to the next time when I can tell you more about the details of the company. My name is Bill Sowers, and I hope to hear from you soon. I'll leave my information on the chat. How'd I do, Logan?